Hey friends, in this Matplotlib tutorial, we are going to look into axis labels, the legend and grid aspects of any 2D plot. I have a Jupyter notebook open here and I have imported matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. And the second line is just the inline magic so that the chart can be rendered fine. Now I'm going to use some static data for my 2D plot. I have 4 different lists and this list represents weather data. So the first list is your weekdays 1 to 7. The second list is the maximum temperatures that were recorded on these days. The third list is min temperature and the fourth one is the average temperature. Now, as you know, to plot a chart, you can just call plt.plot, pass in your x-axis and y-axis. So let's say I am plotting a chart for my maximum temperature. I need to execute this. So then it will plot it this way. In the same chart, you can plot 3 different lines. So what you can do here is you can plot max, min and average temperature all in one chart. Now when I look at this chart, the thing that is missing is, first of all, I don't know what this x-axis and y-axis is, right? It's just set of numbers. So anyone looking at this graph will not have any idea that this is representing temperature and this is your weekdays. To set the axis label, you can call xLabel method on your plot object and set your xLabel to be days, let's say. And you will see that now days will appear here. So the same thing you can do it for your y-axis, which is your temperature. And then you can use title function to set the title of your chart. So you can see I have a title here, y-axis label and x-axis label. Okay, now my chart looks little better than what it was previously, but it is still not perfect because I'm looking at these 3 lines and I don't know what these line means. I don't know what this green line is. Okay, so I need to have some legend here. So in order to have a legend, first thing you need to do is set a label on each of these lines. Okay, so this one is, let's say, maximum temperature. So I'm just going to call it max. This plot is for minimum temperature, so I'm going to call it min. And this one is average. When I run it, the labels are still not showing up because I do not have my legend property set. So I can set my legend like this. And you can see now legend appeared here. Sometimes you want to change the location of a legend. So there is a property called loc where you can say, okay, I want my legend to be in upper right corner. And that will move your legend here on the upper right corner. Okay. By default, the property is set to be best. Best means the Matplotlib module will decide where to put the legend. See, here it recognized that there is some free space, so that's why it put the legend here. Let's say my numbers were a little different here and I had, let's say, 32 here. So what will happen with that is now my data point got here, so that's why legend is now smartly moved into this blank area. So you can see that this base is really intelligent. It tries to find the blank area and it will put the legend over there. You can also set a shadow property. And when you say shadow equal to true, it will create this kind of nice little shadow. If you check the API for your legend, then you will find various properties. For example, for location, we had all these locations. We tried based, we tried upper right, but you can set legend into different areas of your chart. Then there are other properties such as font size. So let's try this one. So font size, let's say I want my font size for the legend to be large. When you do this, you can see that these fonts are a little bit bigger now. Let me make it small so that you notice the difference. So you see, when you say small, it's like really small. Okay. So you can play with different properties that are available. It is pretty fancy actually. You can do a lot of things with your legend. Okay, so based on your use case, you can try out these various capabilities that legend have. Another thing that people are normally interested in when doing 2D plotting is grid. So right now the canvas of this 2D plot is blank. Sometimes people want to have a grid so that they can visualize the data points better. For this, there is a property called grid. So plt.grid, and when you set that, what is now happening is you are seeing this nice grid, so that when you're looking at any data point, you can see, for example, I'm looking at here. I can use these grid lines to exactly figure out what that data point is, right? It is the temperature on my 5th day, and the temperature was 40 degrees centigrade. All right, so that's all I had for this tutorial. I will see you in next tutorial. Thank you very much for watching.